All right, so how about some hints? Let's try some hints. We're going to give some hints. Only hints on how to do this problem, okay? You have to remember what less than means. Remember that when we do less than, we do things backwards. Greater than, you got to remember what that symbol looks like. This one should be pretty easy. Over here, let's scroll up. Number 4. What I expect you what I expect you to find is the mean, which means average, the median, which means middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't 7, the middle number should be pretty easy to find. And the mode is the most frequent number. I expect you to tell me what all 3 are and then tell me which one works. On this one, your hint is, what do you do when you divide by a negative? Because eventually you're going to be dividing by that -4. Don't forget what to do when you have to divide by that negative. Factor completely means you're going to have a little bit more work to do. For example, these are all even. So obviously the first thing you're going to have to do is take out a 2. And look at that. Lo and behold, you're left with a 5 and a 6. Be careful. Don't always pick 3 and 2 or 6 and 1. Figure out which one works. Sometimes you can work backwards. You can also FOIL these out and see which one gives you that. Try it. You never know which one works. Ask me if you need any help. Scrolling down here to next page is number 7. Okay, the tank in a car to hold 16 gallons. So that's what you're going to start with, 16 gallons. And as you go on, doesn't the gas go away? Should go away. One of these makes sense. The other one doesn't make sense. Which one starts with 16 gallons and as you drive, it goes away? Think about that. That shouldn't be too difficult a problem. August 08, number 38 is the next problem. So I'm going to try to get to that one. I know it's the last problem that you have to do, but I'm going to try to give you some hints on all of them. This is a pain in the neck. There it is, 38. Okay, the first thing I would do is go through and write down, 6, and put a 6, and put a 5, and put a 5. And make sure you count them twice. Notice the first interval is 0 to 1, so on the bottom, you're not going to need a break. Oh, we got cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means, don't forget, we got to add them up. So do the tallies up here, do the tallies here, get the frequencies, check to make sure you're correct, and then the cumulative frequency, don't forget, these things add up. So if 0 to 1, let's say, for example, 0 to 1 was 3, and this was 7. Then down here, we'd have 3 for 0 to 1, but from 0 to 3, we'd have to add those two up and get 10. Don't forget. Now, I'm not sure what the numbers are. Don't use those. And I'm either going to have to give you, or you're going to have to download. Hopefully, I'll have a printout of this histogram paper, so you can do me a nice, neat histogram. I expect it to be neat. All right, so the next problem you have to do is August 09. That's going to be a way down. Let's see if I can jump down a little bit. This is August 09, number 31. August 09, number 31. That's my phone going off in the background. I'm not watching Law and Order. We're almost there. August. Okay, so this should be a pretty easy one. Shouldn't be a problem, but you have to have it. You have to have some kind of explanation. Explanation. Oh well. Explain. I think I forgot an I. Explain your answer. Chad complained to his friend that he had five equations to solve for homework. Are the homework problems equations? Justify all your answers. Are these all equations? We had a problem like this before. What's the first couple of words in equations? Equal. So be careful. Make sure you know we have to have some kind of equality for it to be explained an equation, and you should need to explain that to me. All right, last problem is January 09, number 35. Oops. So I'm going to get to June 10. January 09. How do we get it? January 10. Holy mackerel, did we go too far? I think this is one of my favorite ones too. This is easier when it's in Adobe, but this OneNote or whatever the heck I'm using right now is a pain in the neck. January 09. I'm going to go this way. Yep. There it is, number 35, right? Couple things to think about. You're going to be taking a fraction line times a fraction line. What do I have to do with that one? Make sure everything is in parentheses. You're going to have to do a lot of factoring. Do not do this. Anybody caught doing that will be handled, if you know what I mean. Factor, factor, factor. It's one of your favorite F words you're allowed to use in math class. That and fun. And fractions. Oops, fractions. Those are some fun words. Do not do this. This is terrible. I will knock you out. I really won't. I'm not that violent, but I'll be very upset with you, okay? Make sure you are factoring everything. Factor GCF. Put these things in parentheses. Keep them in parentheses, and if you have to factor, factor. Don't forget this fraction gets something special because it's division and it's turning to multiplication. All right, there's all your hints. This is actually a very easy weekly. Good luck.